today I wanted to make a quick video on tire chains or snow chains. We probably won't even get close to the amount of snow that would necessitate snow chains. I wanted to get them out, make sure I've got everything I need, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show how snow tires or snow chains work for those who aren't used to it or maybe need to do it for the first time. So it's kind of a drastic measure to go to snow chains. I use them once a year maybe, usually when I go camping in Yosemite, which they require by law when I tow a trailer there. So I have to have them and chain up there. And that's really the only reason I need them. A good set of snow tires will actually get you a lot further, in my opinion, than snow chains will. And it's not common to need snow chains just driving around the city or whatever, but say you live in kind of a rustic environment or something and you need snow chains, I'm just gonna run you through how to put them on real quick and show you how to do it. So, it's pretty easy. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is lay them out and just kind of look at them, make sure they're in good shape, and kind of get any of the kinks and twists out. So one of the kind of easy ways that you can put these on is when you lay it out like a ladder like this, you can actually drive up and just drive over them and give yourself kind of plenty of room right here in the middle and just park your tire right here. And then you can just fold these chains up around the tire and do it that way. That's easy. That's a good way to do it. If you have a hard time getting to your tires, kind of getting around them, that's one way to do it. Me personally, I just like to pick them up and throw it over the tire. One of the things you want to watch for is these things right here. So let me show you this one. What you don't want to do is you don't want these hooks on the tire side. You want them on the outside so they don't dig into your tires. And I'll show you that once we put it on. So just make sure that this side is the side that's going to the tire and the other side is facing outside. That'll make more sense once you see it on the tire. Another thing I want to point out is these are called cam locks, and some chains have them, some don't. It just kind of depends on the style of chain that you're using. So mine have these. They usually come with a little tool that goes in here that helps you turn those, and I don't have my tool, I can't find it, but luckily I can still get these on without it, and I'll show you how to do that just kind of by hand. But if you do have that, make sure you have a tool, because it'll make things a lot easier, because this does get kind of tight under tension, so having that tool is handy. First thing I like to do is I like to set it out in a ladder right next to the tire to make sure I'm putting it on correctly. Okay, so my hooks are facing outwards and my cam locks are on the outside of the tire, not the inside of the tire, because I need to be able to access those. So at this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick it up and set it on the tire. Making sure my hooks are outside. Good. Now on the inside, there's also a ring that goes around the tire chain, and it just has a simple hook that connects. So I'm just going to go ahead and crawl under there and connect that. I just need to take this in and hook it into this lock over here. All right, so I'm going to connect the two ends down here, and that simply works by taking this chain, looping it around this hook, sliding that lock over, just like that. Okay, now that's secured, and then we can go around and tighten these cam locks all over around the outside. Camera gonna stay. All right, so we got our lock locked, and now we're just gonna go around and tighten these cam locks. Like I said, I don't have the tool, so it's pretty hard. But all you gotta do is get these twisted around until there's no tension. Now, I might be good with just the one because I took a link out down here, but I'm going to try and get these other ones tightened. right, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna check the inside, make sure it's still tight. And then you need to drive forward at least 1 or 2 rotations just to let this all kind of settle in. And then you can come back and tighten it up. All right. Still pretty tight. The last thing we need to do is put some chain tighteners on it. So your tire chains will come with this elastic band with some hooks on it. And all you're gonna do is kind of just go around and put these hooks on. To make sure that it stays nice and tight. One thing you will want to be careful about is the inside of these chains and the clearance on your brake lines and your shock absorbers here. Now, as you drive, centripetal force will cause these to want to swing out or inwards away from the tire, and it can take out the shock absorber. It's really not going to do a whole lot of damage other than this plastic piece, but it could potentially take out brake lines. So just make sure that you got plenty of clearance in here when you're putting these on, and check your owner's manual. I believe Ford says not to use chains like this, only S-Class tire cables, but I've never had a problem. I have destroyed a few shock absorber covers here, but never on these trucks. So just double check, make sure you got a good amount of clearance, and you'll be good to go. The more points of contact you can get, the better. But the idea is it's just going to keep it tight. There you go. Just do that on the other side, and you'll be good to go. So like I said, it's pretty unusual that you would need to use actual tire chains, and depending on your vehicle, you're going to have to decide whether you want them on the drive tires or the steer tires. Drive tires help you go and stop. Front tires, drive or steer tires, help you control the vehicle. So generally it's considered better to have traction on the front, but you can't put these kind of chains on the front tires of this truck. So I've always put them on the back, and I've never had a problem. More commonly than chains though, you'll see cables, and cables are perfectly fine for 90% of people. But I use these chains because I've got them, and pretty much always when I'm chaining up, it's because I'm towing, and I like the extra security of actually having chains rather than cables. So cables are great for light passenger vehicles and stuff. So now you know how to put chains on. It's super easy, and like I said, I'm probably not going to need them, but now I know that if I do need them, I got everything I need to do it. So nice peace of mind. I can go throughout the rest of the weekend getting our record snow without too much worry. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.